Look, y'all, there's one more behind the house. I just said 3 people then a while ago. But anyway, y'all, I want to say something in here. Like, I guess it's a lot of people that lost their souls or whatever. Just know, dog, as long as your flesh is still on earth, you can gain your soul back. So these stories, these lectures that I'm telling, that y'all keep calling too traditional, a lot of y'all that's saying that private soul gone. So I'm finna tell y'all a secret that most people, a lot of high ups know that just don't tell y'all. You can get your soul back. And the question is, confirmation. Now the question is, how do you get your soul back? Well, you better go and look at them lectures. Everything you said I was too traditional about. You gotta hold it in line, bro. You just lost your soul. So you gotta hold it in line. Yeah, it's pretty out here. Sun as usual. Above my heat. But anyway, you gotta hold it in line, y'all. So the best thing I can tell y'all without going through all that, I ain't finna do it. You can go through them lectures. My bad if I deleted them. I doubt it though. But for me, like I said, when God got me out of hell, I still had to basically get my soul and my wings back. The wings was difficult to hold because it's a certain elevation vibration that you gotta rise to. And most of us humans in these modern times ain't nowhere near that elevation. So once I got my soul back, I had to literally elevate all the way up there to where I can get my wings. And when I got up there to get my wings, I had to learn how to stay elevated that high. And that's when I started digging deep in what we put into our bodies, mentally, physically, all the leads, even Bruce Lee. And I had to start filtering out junk mail within myself. You know, I was already kind of familiar with cleaning up the internal before you get to the external anyway, so it wasn't a big deal to me. For a lot of people clean the external first. It's a big deal to them now. But I'm just saying this to those who want the soul back. If you done lost your soul, I'm gonna go ahead and be real with you. And any wealthy or high up can tell you the same thing. If you done lost your soul for wealth, then in order to get it back, you probably gonna have to lose the wealth. That's on you and God, or that's up to you and God in your journey with God. But my best advice to anybody who trying to go out there and go back and get their soul, you better go to it like what I did. You better go to a quiet place where nobody want to bother you and they think you got a Jeep Creeper house and they don't want to even touch you. And once you got it to that point, and what people don't understand, why people sit there and cry about loneliness and cry about being alone and stress about and blame the world for it and blame God for it, that's the beautifulest moment in your life, because you starting to build up peace. Because once you stop moving for a second, quit worrying about all those people who truthfully didn't leave you. God made them leave you, detach them from you, because you got a chance to save your soul while the rest of them got these serious hearts over here. Yeah, they got the rise. Yeah, they got the gold. They got the girls. They got the men. They got everything. That's the whole kicker in it. They got it all. But you better look into their eyes, y'all. And when you look into their eyes, you better make sure your discerning spirit is on. And then you're going to see how they really feel underneath it all. And then you're going to realize money ain't worth everything. So the hardest part for me, I didn't get to it a while ago, so I figured I'd get on here and make, bring some, put emphasis on it. The hardest thing for me to do was to get my soul back, because you know how hard it is to care when you got a seared heart. The only good thing about this transformation is that you're going to be able to pretty much master your emotions if you get through it. And that's one gift God going to automatically give you off top. So when you see these people and their emotions leaking out, that's why me and my twin don't really get along, because she feel like I look at her stupid. But she can't argue with me because I come from the same background. So it's like, why are you doing all that if I'm not doing it? And the Libra scale gonna ask you the same thing. You walking by people that's outside having a good dinner with their kids, you saying hard cuss words, you rapping hard songs, and you got about 5 or 6 kids. And now we see why your kids ain't with you or coming to visit you neither. Because you know why? When you act like that, that's a sure sign to the other kids in the room that you'll pretty much do anything with them. Okay? So don't nobody want to hang with nobody like that. Besides, that's your energy leaking through your flesh. That stuff ain't even supposed to show unless you tap into it. That's like me. I can rap right now if I want to. I can sing right now if I want to. I could probably do about 5 or 10 songs if I wanted to. But it's no motivation to. I'm not gonna get paid for it. Hell, I ain't even gonna get a pat on the back. I'm gonna run it on YouTube and never hear nothing about it probably. And then they gonna secretly give it to the emulator. So it's just a waste of time. I'm done. I'm over. And like I said, until that industry get filtered out with all them clones and start back replacing it. Well, you ain't gotta replace nobody. I'm just saying, from the future on, from now on, you start giving people their rightful position. If somebody worked hard their whole life in a dream that God blessed them with, whether that was writing, whether that was music, whether whatever it is, do you know how hard it is for them to keep that craft going and to make it better as they get older, to want to even be able to live off of it? So for you to just easily throw your riches on top of them, gangsta off these people, and take their lives away, and then and then have the nerve to trick justice, to make justice drift around you, and then go back and attack those people some more. Oh, God finna get y'all, bro. Because I was wondering too, I was like, why God let so many people in my life get away with stuff? I was blaming God, I was giving God hell. But when he explained it to me, I get it. I ain't gonna explain it now because it's in depth. But I get it. These particular individuals, when it's a sin on a scale this major, I'm not the only victim here throughout the whole world. Okay? So they probably gonna get to live their whole life and might even be rich their whole life, but they gonna be miserable rich people. I don't know if you ever met a rich, miserable, wealthy person or a rich person. It's the worst encounter you can pretty much have. So I ain't even gonna get into depth with that, because obviously a lot of y'all don't know that you can even get your soul back. So if you want it back, you have to drive through the briar patch all the way to purgatory and pay tax physically. Ain't gonna be no getting on social media. You gonna have to pay me, and I'm gonna have to look you eye to eye like a man or a woman, and you gonna have to say, hey, confirmation. I'm finna go old school on y'all. You gonna have to pay me manually. I'm finna wipe my shit out. Besides, I gotta probably get rid of my social site just so I can even start back a new life anyway. But they checking them things thoroughly now. But anyway, y'all. Yeah, if you want your soul back, yeah. For me, you know, like most people, the hardest thing to do is get rid of a disease like AIDS. For me, it was getting your soul back. Because you gotta go look up a seer heart. Go look up what it means, bro. You ever dealing with an evil, wicked individual? Like I show you, I tell you a good cartoon that was actually good on explaining that. I think it was Scrooge McDuck. The Christmas movie when he was just buy humble to everything. That's pretty much a seer heart. I torture this person, no problem. You ever see some of the roughest people in the world get assignments to go do something to somebody? They say, I can't do it to him. But then they find this one individual just Hitler-like, don't care. But you know, they distorted, they heart is seared. All of the poison that they basically committed adultery to God with, God let that poison consume them. That's what I was telling the individual yesterday. I said, they were telling me about all the turmoil they were getting. I said, you know that's gonna keep going. They were like, yeah, I know. That drug, bro, they love that drug. I'm gonna do a lecture on meth one day when I feel like I'm just too under the weather to be worried about it right now. But I might not be able to break a lot of people because that's a strong mental drug. That drug right there will alter your mind. And if I ain't mistaken, the Bible says don't do nothing that'll alter your mind. And Shawty, you brought your Bible here. Throw some little weed that you brought here that wasn't no good. Throwed it on the Bible. Little stuff like that lets me, then you gonna ask me, I ain't got your site. What's your site? That let me know you got my site. Cause I ain't been long, did a lecture saying you was some of them people that would sit there and snort a line off a Bible and then read a chapter out of it. Not saying it's good or bad, just saying. Shit. I would say it's bad, you know. That's why even if it was green, when you did that, I hurried up and got it off of there. I already knew what you were doing with your slick ass. But and I don't know if y'all notice it though, there's a lot of people throughout the world been getting gang stalked. Observe your gang stalkers, the ones that ain't gave up yet. By now, by this time, they should have been done went full throttle, and they gonna do whatever it take, or whatever they feel it gotta take to destroy you. That's when their heart's serious. They ain't gonna be able to destroy you, not even if they try. Cause Satan and God just put them chains on them, and they done. They don't even know that what they was once in love with, what they was once fighting over, what they sacrificed all they beautiful life for, even though God had handed them over to that lust, it ain't no good thing. And one of the examples is by the conversation that I was getting yesterday when all of the shit that was happening right after the Nets. Like I told someone, you go to jail once a month. You don't think these are signs, y'all? These are signs. These is huge warning signs. Huge. These are signs that death awaits you. Death awaits you. Look at that. They love to hear me talk, y'all. I don't love to hear me talk. They'd rather hear me sing, but man, I ain't feeling it. Not at all. See, I live with the kind of parents that will go across the street and pay everybody in the project not to deal with me. All they got to do is give me $300-400 to, let's say, fit something to put me back together. They'll spend twice that much, 3 times that much over there just to make these people stop me. they don't. I mean, some of them, there's a couple of them, they old fashioned though, and they know my family. But the rest of them really didn't do it on thing. They just stay away from the family altogether. Because it's weird. It's weird to see a parent come up and ask people certain things about a grown individual. And most of these people over here now that's in the project ain't from here, so they ain't trying to hear that. But these little country bumpkins, they'll do it all day because they need $1. That's another reason why I couldn't sleep with old Shawty, bro, because it's like it ain't many women out here. So y'all know how men is. You know how women is. So let's say you in a town with 1,000 people and it ain't but 3 women. They done. I told y'all I had that one beautiful girl when we went everywhere together, and she didn't do it. We separated before she started doing it, but we were just chilling. We went to a movie theater or something, and somebody walked right in there while we was in there together and offered her $600 to sleep with her. And when we got in the car, she said, how many times you think I could turn that down though? And then she moved back to Florida. You see how perverse the world is? It's perverse, y'all. Perverse bad. Ain't no problem sitting right here. I ain't got not one problem sitting right here. Piss poor broke in this Jeepers Creepers house. This foundation, if you only knew, my yard, probably one of the richest yards in the world. And they think people don't know that around here, but I do. It's perfectly aligned under the stars, y'all. All I gotta do is rebuild the house. That's it. And right now, this house is a reflection of the previous owner. The next time, it's gonna be a reflection of me. And it don't matter if I'm alone or got somebody. That house coming first. So either way it go, me and the house gonna be good. But God done taught me a valuable lesson about putting others before me. Like I said, you gotta love God first. By you loving God first, you gonna automatically love yourself. Then you can worry about everybody else. And I just got that in 2020, so I'm still suffering from the karma, the backlash of karma from it. See, the biggest obstacle they think they could throw to me is the fact that keeping women away from me and then bringing they selected woman to me that's contaminated. I'm too used to it. Been doing it my whole life. I done been a kid. I think I did catch an STD when I was a kid, STD when I was young. This before AIDS was even out, I think. And I was too young to even catch a STD, bro. It shocked everybody. They wanted to lock my parents. I got my ass whooped when I got home. They wanted to lock my parents up. Like, what you doing with the STD? You know what I'm saying? It was something simple I can get rid of, but still. It was shocking. Like, what are you doing with this? You just a child, you know? I think I over-exaggerated about it anyway, though. You know how you look up stuff when you're a teenager. You're like, oh, I think I got everything. And, you know, it was a false alarm anyway. But it was still transmitted, you get what I'm saying? It was something simple, though. I got rid of it. But like I said, over time, when you're young and you start getting these problems and these issues, and you ain't even old enough for your body to even reject or even think about such a thing, you know, it make you wonder, like, okay, is my life that much different from everybody else? And then I realized, shit, everybody's parents don't leave them at 12. I was a sacrificial baby. They've been working on my ass since day one, y'all. If somebody would have came and got me and gave me any kind of life, I mean, got me out of this pyramid. Cause this ain't just no fan. This a lot of people involved in this. I just don't say nothing about everybody else because they ain't my business. I just talk about my family because it was wrong for them to do another family member like that. I don't care how much money involved. I would never ever sell out my people for money. They used to crack jokes about it at work. You wouldn't sleep with such and such for so much money. They'll go up from $1 million to $1 billion. I tell them, hell no. Because for one, if you finna give me that much money just to sleep with you, something wrong anyway. You know? But yeah, anyway, y'all. But that meth, stay away from that drug, bro. That drug got demons in it. I tell folk all the time that I feel like it's on a high vibration like me, and they try to get off me. I tell them, look at focus on your account. Focus on what's around you when you go buy that shit, and watch how stuff just start mysteriously happening. Anything, shit break, car breakdown, anything, something randomly stupid. It might be simple, but it start to do it immediately. I left it. When I got through studying that drug, I was ready to get rid of it. Like I said, my worst drug was pills. I was glad to get off pills. I didn't think I was gonna get off pills. I thought I was gone, boy. I thought I was gone. And it was a mistake the way it happened because, I broke my neck taking pills for a while, and I got used to them suckers. But I thought I was gone. But somehow, no, my ex-wife got pregnant. And that was my first, for me, that was my first child. I mean, me and her married. I know she pregnant. And I went to every doctor visit with her, y'all. I called out of work if I had to. I went with her, then went back to work right when we were done. It blew, like I said, it blew my mind what she did. I guess she felt like she had to do it because she done already started cheating with somebody in the family. And I guess that's one thing I can respect all the women that deal with me. When they start going out of the relationship, they really can't lay with me anymore for some reason, which is good. And I done went through that so much, I can just go ahead and pull it out of them. We'll have a conversation and break up peacefully. Something like that, it wasn't peaceful at all, as you can see. But yeah, y'all, I'm gonna do a lecture on that drug. Watch that drug. The reason why a lot of people do that drug, because one thing the seller, the dealer gonna tell you is that you can live forever off of it. But your flesh, you just a walking, decomposing flesh, though. Your mind and your heart, your organs are already done. You don't know it yet because you ain't quit that drug long enough. You know it. You know it because without that drug, you can't get out the bed. There go the signs right there. Without that drug, you can't get out the bed and have a good time with your significant other, with your kids. Not without arguing, fussing, bickering, all that extra stuff. And that drug will tap you in and out so fast, you'll be doing that so much with your family, you'll wind up losing them. I'm glad I ain't have to go through all that. They basically pushed me to the drug. They stole everything that I worked for and then didn't even drop me off here at the house, dropped me off at the crack dealer house and told me, good luck, nigga. My ex-wife did. And she said, if you don't like that, go get one of them busted up jobs that you don't have to have nothing for, that all the prisoners go get. And rode off in the sunset laughing with her buddies. I took all that, y'all. While everybody else out there saying that was weak, you ain't no gangster, I did this, I did that. Yeah, you gonna go straight to hell doing all that. I don't wanna go to hell, and if I gotta be weak, a coward, and everything else in your calendar, that's fine, buddy. Cause y'all just hard over here, you're not hard over there. And some of y'all ain't hard over here, you just got so much you can hide behind. You acting like you can scare somebody, but you ain't, y'all, we already know what time it is. We all know what time it is. But I don't know when yet, but I'm gonna do a lecture on it. Because it's really basic and it's simple to let y'all do. But it's gonna make it ain't gonna make a lot of people, but it's gonna make a few people think about it and get ready to start tapering off of it. Cause right now it ain't but like 7 years ago, it wasn't but like 4 or 5 good YouTube videos on that drug on how to properly get off of it if you ain't got insurance and stuff. And I followed them darn videos to the T. I wish I knew the name of them. But I know one of them had a black woman on there. And this was when I first really started dealing with it. And the black woman said she wasn't doing nothing but like so much, it wasn't even a fingernail. And she was buying that like once a week. And she said off of that alone, she got hooked on the damn drug. I said, good God almighty. It was like she'll go buy a knit for a whole week. And just that one knit got her hooked on the drug. So she just busted out crying. That's what that drug, I done seen that drug make some of the best people cry like a baby. I can't get off of it. It ain't that they can't get off of it, it's that you don't get no energy. If you stay on that drug by science law, if you stay on that drug too long, which don't take long at all, it ain't but like 1 to 3 years. It'll take you, once you finally get off that drug and get clean, it'll take you a whole year to get your motivation back. It'll take you a whole entire year to get your motivation back. And then your body's still gonna be repairing its neurons and everything. That doggone drug is powerful, y'all. Drug is a drug. It ain't nothing but chemicals. It ain't nothing that's grown in the earth, really. I know somebody who said they can grow it in the earth, but I ain't listening to that dude. Dude tell a lie about everything. But otherwise, you buy that drug at Walmart, make it in your bathtub, and boom, there you go. If you don't blow up everything, and even if you blow up everything, you might have a little jar left. You go get the best roach spray, battery acid, and Comet, all the hardest liquid, cleaning liquid, and bug spray money can buy. I ain't gonna say no more though. I probably get in trouble for saying just that. But that whole recipe at Walmart. They ain't trying to put you down, Walmart. It's any store that sell cleaning material and bug spray, y'all. I mean, it's one more thing you gotta do at the end. I ain't gonna say that part. But anyway, that's it, y'all. I'm finna go. Shit, tired. Told y'all I'm gonna start trying to fade up out of here. Cause everything still looks the same to me. I ain't getting no calls. I ain't getting no heads up. I ain't getting no nothing. So it's looking like I might have to make the next move. And if I gotta make the next move, I might as well start falling back. Slowly anyway. Just fading out real slow. Y'all probably won't even notice. But anyway, thank y'all for listening. And peace and love out there. Pray and meditate every day. Amen.